Welcome back. You're still on Jasiri. In fashion, a single moment can open doors to the world, but it often begins with someone bold enough to recognize greatness before anyone else does. For Prince Charles, the moment happened in Port Harcourt when FSModel Management founder Kimbel Simeon saw something extraordinary. What followed was a journey of preparation and persistence, culminating in a remarkable debut on the Louis Vuitton runway in Paris. But beyond the glamour lies a deeper story: the mentorship, resilience, and expanding global appetite for African excellence. So how does raw potential become runway ready? And what does it take, not just to arrive, but to stay relevant in one of the world's most competitive industries? Let's start at the very beginning, because joining us now is Kimbel Simeon, the founder, global director, FSModel Management, and fresh off his runway debut, Prince Charles, international model. Gentlemen, we want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, guys.
Forgive the breathe. I'm still like, oh my God, I'm in my oh my God moment.
Prince Charles, let's start with you. Congratulations on making your debut. So many of us feel like it's Nigeria that debuted with you. But we know that every success story has a starting point. And of course, with Kimbel, you are the starting point of this story. So Prince, just hold on a little bit. Kimbel, take us back to Port Harcourt. What exactly caught your attention about Prince Charles? Were you in the car? Were you on the road? Because I've seen the video, and I think we'll play the video now, but what caught your attention about Prince Charles the day you first saw him?
Okay, so I was coming back from classes on that particular day, and it was very, very hot. Like, it was so hot, and I was very upset because I needed to get home. So I was actually trying to rush home and, just get myself together. So I got to my street, and I was just, right when I was just about to cross the road, I saw him. He was standing with his sister, and I was like, oh my God, this boy looks like a model. And I wanted to get to speak with him, but then I was so tired and obsessed from the whole weather and everything, so I couldn't get a number or anything, so I just took a video of him. But then what caught my attention was how striking his face was. Apart from just being a good-looking person, he has such amazing facial features, and this is basically what I'm looking out for as a model agent and talent manager. So I just took the video, and I think months later, actually, because I didn't even post the video immediately. It was, I think, months later. And I just found the video in my gallery. I'm like, oh God, I can't lose this boy now. So I just posted the video because I do have some type of following on TikTok as a then. So I put up the video online, and the video just did its job. It did its job, and voila.
As I said, the rest is history.
Prince, let me come to you. You are just going about your business, not knowing that Kimbel is on the hunt for you. In fact, when I first saw you on social media, I said to myself, this boy just has something. And I started following you on Instagram without knowing what you were up to, because you just had a look. But to my question, Prince, who first let you know that Kimbel was looking for you? And what did you think in that moment? What did you think was going on?
Everyone, good morning.
Morning.
So let me get through the story. When he posted the video, I had moved out from the place where the video was. So I was just at home on that very day, and someone called me from my old apartment and said, bro, do you know you're trending online? And I'm like, how? I don't have the social media, so how did that happen? And the guy sent me a link on WhatsApp. So I was not able to play it because I don't have a social media account. So I called my elder sister. This is what I heard. She should confirm the story. And she was like, yeah, that the video has gotten about 10K views.
Wow.
I was like, that's great.
Wow.
Well, Prince, I'm actually interested in your background, because your life just changed all of a sudden. What was life like for you, before you were discovered? Had modeling ever crossed your mind at all?
Okay, yeah. So let me just, I'm in entertainment takes, and I'm very interested in politics. So I could and I write cinematic movies. So when he posted that video online, when he reached out to me, I was not really interested in modeling because it never crossed my mind. So every day I sit down, the last thing that I actually thought about during last year was that I'll be like a runway model. It never actually crossed my mind. I was just all about coding, writing, finance, and just politics. That's basically what I've been into before this thing. And I also didn't have any social media account because I don't know, I felt like it was not really, it was kind of distracting for me.
Wow. Look at him, so forceful about.
Lolo, wait. Before you ask your question, Lolo, Prince, let me quickly follow up that question with this one. What then changed your mind about modeling? Because it seemed like you had your things together. You know, you arrange your life in such a way that, listen, I'm going to do this, I'm writing this. So what then changed your mind and you decided to go into modeling?
Okay, so when the team contacted me, because as he posted the video online, he was not the first person to contact me. Someone from the team contacted me, and I had relationships with the person already. Like, I've known him for quite some time. So when he contacted me, I was like, I'm not really ready to do this thing. I'm not interested. But he was consistent. He like followed up every day for about 2-3 weeks. So when the last time I was like, okay, that was when I finished writing a movie, Street Blood. So when he called me, I was like, okay, you have 30 minutes. Just convince me to do this. And within the 30 minutes, he was like able to convince me to do it. Now citing values on how me being a model can actually help impact in my script writing and entertainment journey as a whole.
Okay. Wow. And wonderful. Kimbel, I need to ask you, because you are a miracle worker. You know, when you talk to someone, it's a different thing if somebody is interested in what has been introduced. It's another ball game when somebody's trajectory is following another path and you want to, you know, change the path of this person and put him on the path of destiny. Because I know this is a destiny-defining moment for Prince Charles.
Exactly.
Yeah. Please, I want to know, what did you say? How did you convince him, you know, to be able to say yes? Especially a young man that seemed not to be interested or had never even thought about it. There must be something that, you know, you sold to him.
Yeah, so just like you said, Prince Charles was a very tough nut to crack, because I think it took a very steady 1 month plus to actually get a first meeting with him. See, just like you said, he had a lot of things going on for him already, and he had his life all put together, all planned out and all of that. So I think it was just a consistency, and I just kept calling, I just kept texting, I kept sending videos and like pictures of some of my models that have, you know, traveled, has been working, and I'm like, oh, this is something you can actually do. You look good, and you know, it took a whole lot of convincing to actually get Prince Charles to come on board. But I think what really sold the whole thing was the first day he came to the agency's office. So this was like basically after like a month plus of begging, basically. So he finally came into the office, and I think he just felt like he belonged, because he saw some other models, and you know, my other models were in the apartment. So everybody was like, "Oh my God, Prince Charles, we saw your video," you know, stuff like that. So I literally just kind of opened him up a little bit. So after that day, he was a little bit more softer. He listened more. He didn't just hush me off that, oh, I'm not interested. So it took just a very gradual process, but eventually he came around, and that was the best thing ever, honestly.
I really like this story. You know, I told the ladies, we've had some really difficult stories to take this week, but this is the second story this week that is just really heartwarming for us. And it really does show the potential that so many young Nigerians have. So Prince, I'm coming back to you. Like, just talk to us about the mentorship. Because you've said already that modeling was not something you even thought about. You're not even on social media. You're focused on politics and focused on coding. And now there's this opportunity. It's taking you a month to work your way around to thinking, okay, modeling can open up the world to me and for me. So what was the biggest mental shift you sort of had to make? Does this mean for you, in a way, you feel like maybe you have to leave coding behind or leave politics behind? How did you work that sort of the mental equation around this?
Yeah, that's a very lovely question. So let me just let me answer the question straight up. So the mentorship, it was more of, according as he said, as Kimbel said, I was not like feeling there's a business or something. I felt like family with FSModel. So the relationship was built, and in times of trouble, like I just reach out to him, see this modeling thing is all of people are just like, you're telling me what to wear, what to do. I don't really like it, and he'll be like, no, it's the process. You have to follow the process. So basically, the mentorship and everything it was him. It was the great relationship. It was everything. Everyone in FS, they were like very welcoming. And I just felt at home. So I did not feel like I'm leaving anything I'm doing. Maybe I put some of them on a standstill for some time, which I'm definitely going to go back to. But when I talk about writing, the major movement for me was, since this entertainment, and I'm already in entertainment, this like is a straight ticket for me to get like to the point I want to get to. So I looked at, it's been God. If God did not want it to come up, he would have not made the video blog. But since God, maybe this is what God wanted me to do. And that was why he made the video get to me. Yeah. If he did not want me to do it, he would have not done it to me. So I look at God's hand in it. I don't just like say anything. I just say it's been all God. Yeah.
Okay, so how did your family take this? I'm really interested, because you asked your sister, like, is this real? I need to find out. What was the family response when they found out that, because I saw the video and I'm like, people were saying, oh, I know him, he's my brother, is this, is that, and everything. I'm thinking to myself, okay, this boy is just minding his business, doesn't know that half of Nigeria is probably trying to look for him, and now your sister, people around you are confirming. What was the family reaction when they found out why you were being hunted? I use that in this sense, why you were being headhunted, why you were being looked for, and then all the opportunity that was coming your way as well?
I really did not tell my parents. It was just my sister, my older sister, and my younger sister. I think she saw the video and she came to show me. So they were, for the period that they tried reaching out to me, I did not inform my parents. It was after the first meeting, I was just like talking to my elder sister. She was also supportive, and she was like, just try them out. That was after she went through the chats of me and Kimbel, and she was kind of convinced, and she said, okay, just try them out. I think she also had like a hand in it, even not, because if she had not like given me that assurance of try them out, I don't think I would have been here.
Yeah. That's the point.
So when did you tell your parents? You know, because now you are on the international stage. So when did you actually break it down to your parents that you are going to be doing this? And what was their reaction, Charles?
I did not tell my dad initially. It was my mom. I told her in November. Yeah, I told her in November. So we were supposed to leave for Lagos to go and finalize on the visa processes and all. So I told her that, Mom, see what is going on. It would be very wrong for me to like go do this thing without telling you, because I did not know it was going to be this fast. Of course. So you can help me just put it. You can put it to my dad and every other thing. So she did as we spoke, and later on I spoke with him and he was like, no problem. But anything I'm doing, I should not forget about school.
Yes. Okay. On that note, Kimbel, Prince, please let's take a quick break. We shall return shortly, and when we do, we'll talk about the preparation, the pressure, and the moment everything changed. This is Jasiri. Don't go away.
Working for Louis Vuitton is more than a career milestone. It is a statement that you belong on fashion's biggest stage. But before that first walk, there was also preparation. Now, our guests today have a story that has captured Nigerian hearts. Kimbel Simeon is the founder, global director, FSModel Management. Now, he discovered Prince Charles on the streets of Port Harcourt and they're with us to tell the story. Kimbel, let's come back to you. Now, when you see raw talent, what tells you someone can, compete globally? Are there many young Nigerians with this level of potential who simply have not been discovered yet?
As a matter of fact, yes. As a model agent and talent agent from Nigeria and Africa precisely, I just know that there are a lot of talents out there that are yet to be discovered. And we're currently on tour, might I add that, across Nigeria and Africa, discovering new faces to sign. So what stands out for me from the models we sign are a particular type of models that have a significant type of look. It probably might be a standard type of beauty or a very generic African type of look, something that just screams difference from the average Nigerian or the average teenager that we can find. So some people look good, but they don't look model good. That's just like the difference. But then some people you see, I just know that, okay, this person is the next big thing just because of facial features, personality, looks, and basically everything like that. So I mostly look out for the facial features, and I like people that usually have like a certain type of story to their faces or their looks, something that could just, a type of person that you see and you can just walk away immediately. You have to probably just like have a turn to look at this person. Oh, this person looks cool. Oh, this person looks great. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to look for when I'm scouting and signing models.
Wow, Kimbel. Let us stay with you, please, because it's so important. A lot of people like the noise, they like the ovation, but they do not know what it takes to get there. Please, can you take us through the preparation or the routine building? Because to put Prince from being who he is to becoming a model, even before Paris and the opportunities that came thereafter, how did you groom him so quickly?
Okay, so first of all, credits to him. He's a fast learner. And but basically, we go through something we call a development process with our models. So this entails certain type of practices that we ensure that they learn. Firstly, how to talk, because being a model, you have to be in front of the camera all the time, from interviews to magazine and basically all these things. So we take them through a series of developments to walk, to talk, personality, confidence, and so yeah, this usually takes a whole lot of time. Sometimes it takes months to get a particular model to the stage where we like them to be, but it's usually a very consistent thing that we do. Sometimes we do 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week, depending on what the model can actually take. So it's a very, very crazy series that we go through. So the catwalk trainings, we take them to test shoots with photographers just to help them build the confidence of knowing and learning how to work and stand in front of the camera. And also some communication classes, teach them how to talk, how to speak with clients, because nobody wants to look a boring person. So they need to learn how to be able to be confident to speak to major clients around the world. So these are some of the development processes we take them with through. And once we feel like the model is ready, that is when we begin to propose the model to our international clients. But Prince Charles was an absolute greatness. It didn't take him I think less than 3 weeks, and he mastered the art of becoming a very social person. And yeah, so that's basically how it works for us. The process takes time, but he was very good with it.
So, Prince Charles, let me ask you now, what did you think of the practice for walk this way, stare like this? You know, we're told that, models don't smile. They give you that look, hold your head like this, talk like this. Did you take this very serious in the beginning? What was this practice for you?
What I had, like the picture I had in my head of a model walk was really different from what a model walk was actually. So the development process, I took it really, really serious. The only thing I did not like was being in front of the camera. That is the only thing I did not like during the development process, being in front of the camera. But now I've come this far, looking back, and I'm like, thank you very much, Kimbel Simeon, for always like putting me in front of the camera, because if not, would have not been here or done this right now.
Okay. So Kimbel, let me come back to you. Can you tell us how the Louis Vuitton opportunity came about? how intense is the preparation required for a runway of that magnitude? And how did you just know straight away that Prince Charles was just ready for that?
Okay, so it was a very stressing moment for me as an agent because in as much as I'm his mother agent, which simply means his scouting agent from Nigeria, I place models with different strong international agencies. So I was able to place him with one of Europe's great agency in Paris. And when they brought him in, he had a series of castings. He went to just like an audition for different brands to see who books or who likes. So when the information, the option, we call it, for Louis Vuitton came, it wasn't what I was expecting, but I was like, okay, this is great. So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it happening because, I mean, he was a very new model. And for a brand like Louis Vuitton, they love very strong models. So I'm like, this option came, thank you, Lord Jesus, this is great. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, it's absolutely fine. I'm glad that the option came for my boy, Prince Charles. So it was a whole lot of screening processes with the international agency and the team at Louis Vuitton. They had the casting, he had the callbacks. I think he had callbacks 2 times. And I was like, oh God, I beg you. I just kept praying. So after the callbacks, they had like a fitting just to see how the outfit would look on him. And he had the fitting. He also had hair and makeup testings. It was almost like a 7 stages of processes, and the boy did really good in all those processes. So after the last fitting, that was when we would all sit and wait for confirmations. I called him. I was like, if this comes, it comes. Yeah. If it doesn't come, we are good. Yeah. You've gone through all these processes. Some of the established models in the industry haven't even done this. So for you to come this far, it means you're on to. So if you get this, we will say amazing. We'll say thank God. But if it doesn't come, it is absolutely perfect for us as well.